Now, from the station on your side, you're watching WAVY News 10 on Fox 43.
The investigation continues tonight into an afternoon homicide.
This is unimaginable. It's unimaginable.
The new details we've learned about the victim, plus a need for speed, changes in store for part of the interstate on the peninsula.
Over the years, we've had ongoing requests from citizens to look at the speed limit out there and raise it.
The reason for the speed limit increase and why the move is getting mixed reviews. A reroute at the oceanfront, council's decision on a plan that could reshape part of the north end, and they'll be home for Christmas. The exciting news for one carrier strike group that spent months away from Naval Station Norfolk. We begin tonight, though, with a deadly shooting still unfolding in Virginia Beach. I'm Anita Blanton. Shots rang out on Elson Green Avenue around 4 this evening, and that's in the Red Mill section of the city. 10 on your side's Brett Hall was there minutes after the shooting. Brett, what have you learned tonight?
Well, tonight the investigation is ongoing. Again, police have been here taping off this section of road since 4 o'clock. And at this hour, there are still investigators and forensics teams inside a home here in the 2700 block. And tonight, also on scene, we spoke with a man who says he is a relative of the victim.
This is unimaginable. It's unimaginable. I just talked to him the other day. We was just sitting down talking the other day about his plans and everything he had going.
This man, who would only identify himself as Judge, says he is a relative of the person Virginia Beach police say was shot dead this afternoon. He identified the victim as a 17-year-old boy.
He didn't deserve that at all.
So far, Virginia Beach police will only confirm that what occurred in the 2700 block of Elson Green Avenue just before 4 is not believed to be a random act of violence. As a matter of fact, Judge says his relative didn't even live here.
He was running around a little bit, you know, he's kind of rough around the edges.
He says he has no idea who could do such a thing. He says his family is in shock.
Everybody's grieving, everybody's hurt. All of Virginia Beach should be hurt right now because everybody knew him.
And Virginia Beach police tonight not saying if there are any suspects that have been apprehended or giving any suspect description. Again, they're still out here on scene, not sure yet when this road will reopen, but no threat to the community at this time. Reporting live in Virginia Beach, Brett Hall, 10 on your side.
Another shooting investigation underway tonight, this one on the peninsula on Marshall Avenue near 36th Street in Newport News. Police say someone shot a woman in the head inside her home. Investigators say she has non-life-threatening injuries, though. Police have not released any suspect information yet. If you know anything about either of these shootings, call the crime line. Soon you'll be able to drive a little faster on a 9-mile stretch of Interstate 64 on the peninsula. The speed limit is going up, and the new signs get swapped out starting tomorrow night. 10 on your side's Aisha Tolliver spoke to VDOT officials and drivers about this much talked about change. Aisha.
That's right, Anita. So we're looking at Jefferson Avenue in Newport News all the way down to Hampton Road Center Parkway in Hampton. That's where you'll soon be able to go 5 miles faster. While it's a welcomed and long-awaited change for some, it's also a change some drivers are hoping people won't abuse.
I watch for the police. I kind of know where they sit. You know, they change it up sometime. And that's not to say when they're not around, I cheat a little bit. I think everybody do a little bit.
VDOT officials say Henry Weathers isn't the only heavy-footed one traveling this strip of road. A study on Jefferson Avenue in Newport News to just east of Hampton Road Center Parkway in Hampton revealed more than 85% of drivers on that stretch speed too.
We found that the majority of motorists were driving 65 or more miles per hour.
Even though drivers aren't obeying the speed limit, that study showed the crash rate is still lower than the state average. So starting tomorrow night, the signs will change from 60 to 65 miles per hour. It's an adjustment Hampton Roads traffic engineer Mike Corwin says will make the strip safer.
I'm going with the flow of traffic, doing 65, 70 miles an hour. I come upon a motorist who's doing 55 or maybe 60 miles per hour. That creates a speed differential. When motorists hit that, it tends to bring out the worst in some of us. They look for ways to get around you. They want to just cut through whatever gaps are available. So we try to get everyone flowing at one comfortable speed.
I stopped by a gas station off the highway to see what drivers thought.
It may motivate them to go even a little bit faster, maybe closer to 80 than 70. So hopefully they get that under control before that actually happens.
There's a lot of traffic through here all the time in the morning, rush hour traffic, and it should help. Hopefully it will.
Now, VDOT officials warn drivers to be alert over the next few days. They say to pay attention to lane closures and either slow down or change lanes away from the workers. The new speed limit will go into effect immediately once a sign is posted. I'm Aisha Tolliver, 10 on your side.
Well, a lot of you have mixed feelings about the change. Some of you sharing your thoughts with us on social media. Ben says, won't change a thing. The people that want to drive slow will drive slow. The people that want to speed will still speed. The only thing you can expect from this is more accidents and resulting traffic. Now, others of you happy for the change. Terry posted, about time. Everybody does 65 anyway. We want you to share your thoughts with us at WAVY-TV 10 online. Now we're turning to the weather on those roads. We saw some beautiful skies while the sun was up, but the temperature stayed low and are getting lower tonight. Chief Meteorologist Don Slater is in the Super Doppler 10 Weather Center for us. And when are we going to see a warm up?
We warmed up a little bit today, but just a little bit. We're going to warm up a little bit more coming up for the day tomorrow. But we've had sunshine, too. That made things feel just a little bit cheerier, certainly, throughout the area. Here's what's going on in terms of the high temperature. Yesterday it was 42, today 46, for example, in Norfolk. That's pretty universal. It was generally 44 to 46 degrees throughout the area. Temperatures right now are really dropping on down, and inland areas and areas to the coastline are pretty close. Last night, this is about as cold. This is colder than it was even last night, all night long. The low temperature this morning into some of these areas was 37, 38 degrees. Well, right now, obviously, it's 32, 33. Now, it's a little bit colder in inland areas. I still tend to think we'll see temperatures drop a little bit more for inland areas, likely to the mid-20s, 28, 29, a little bit closer to the coast. 33, 34, whereas it was around 40 last night for the Outer Banks. Here's where we are for the south side. Actually, a little bit colder for much of the region, between around 25 and 30 degrees. For the peninsula, there might be some spots in the Williamsburg neighborhood streets where the snow has melted and gotten the streets wet again. Well, there could be some icy spots again coming up tomorrow morning in some of the areas into Williamsburg. But basically, between around 25, 26, and 30 degrees. Clear, dry air, not much wind into here either. 27, 28, up to about freezing along the eastern shore. So that's what's going on into the region. Today was 46. Tomorrow, it's likely to be a little bit warmer, around 49 degrees for tomorrow. Then close to average by Thursday, or a little above, then way above average coming up by the weekend. But of course, when you know it, we're hitting the weekend, we're hitting some warmer air, we get some rain in sight. It's not all that bad. We'll show it to you. It'll be coming up in just a few minutes.
And meteorologist Jeremy Wheeler is on your side every morning with your updated Super Doppler 10 forecast. Join the entire morning team tomorrow for Wavy News 10 Today, starting at 4:30. They are on air until 9 a.m. on Fox 43. Now, 2 mass shootings are under investigation tonight across the world. In France, at least 2 people are dead and 8 injured in a shooting near a Christmas market in downtown Strasbourg. It's being called an act of terror. And in Brazil, at least 5 are dead and 9 hurt inside a Catholic church. The gunman killed himself in that incident. Mass shootings are relatively rare in Brazil. We will keep you updated as we learn more information about what happened there. Tonight, Pocosin police are hoping that you've seen a hit-and-run suspect. They're looking for 33-year-old Adante Patterson. Police say that he was involved in an accident that hurt a 61-year-old man Sunday morning on Wythe Creek Road. Now, witnesses helped investigators identify Patterson, but if you know where he is, please call the crime line. And new tonight, Virginia Beach police are searching for this missing man, 81-year-old Gary Van Houten. He was last seen around 2:30 this afternoon in the Kemps River Shopping Center. Houten was driving a Toyota Sienna minivan with plate XFJ6376. He has various medical needs that require care, so please call police if you see him. In James City County, police are looking for this missing man. They consider 26-year-old Charles Cooper in danger. He was last seen around 3 in the morning Saturday on Richmond Road near Hummelstein Parkway. If you know where he is, call police. We have a big update out of Virginia Beach tonight. A cul-de-sac plan on Atlantic Avenue will move forward as planned. Tonight, council voted against a measure that would have stopped the project. We've been telling you about this story for months. Developer Bruce Thompson has said he'll pay for it. Many showed up to share their thoughts about the plan. Some said changing the north end of Atlantic Avenue was not in the interest of the whole community. Also new tonight, this from Portsmouth. City Council voted in favor of the city purchasing the former Virginia Sports Hall of Fame building. It's buying the building from Town Bank for $1.8 million. The Hall of Fame left the building empty last year after it moved to Virginia Beach. The city has not released a plan for what's next for the building. Looking ahead, Norfolk Southern is set to announce tomorrow if it will move its headquarters to Atlanta. This is according to the Atlanta Journal-Constitution. They say the Fortune 500 company plans to move to Georgia to consolidate operations. The paper reports the news will come out during a 2 p.m. press conference. So far, Norfolk Southern has not commented on the decision. Look for updates tomorrow on WAVY News 10 at 4. Exciting news for many families in Hampton Roads preparing for the holidays. The Harry S. Truman Carrier Strike Group is on its way back to Norfolk. The strike group is wrapping up 2 back-to-back 3-month deployments in the 6th Fleet. It left back in August. The carrier passed through the Strait of Gibraltar on December 4th. We'll let you know when it's expected to reach Naval Station Norfolk. You know we'll be there. New tonight. The confessed Parkland school shooter now facing additional charges. What put him back in front of a judge? Plus, another possible casualty from the weekend winter weather, where crews are searching tonight after finding a tractor trailer in the river. And don't get skimmed. How one man discovered his ATM was rigged.